So you'll notice as we go through these that a lot of these stages include this feeling like you're doing badly. So hopefully, as you're learning any art skill, rather than thinking, oh my God, there's something wrong with me, you can just think, oh, this is stage 6. This is how this is supposed to feel. Now, as an example, let's say we have someone who is good with their proportions, pretty good with their kind of accuracy, their basic anatomy, and even their gesture, but they aren't really good yet at drawing the figure with simplified forms like boxes and cylinders. That's the example we're going to use, but these stages apply to any art skill that you want to learn.
I don't need to learn that skill. It's just not how I roll, man. I'm happy refining these skills I already have. I mean, who practices with cylinders and stuff and actually does artwork that I love? All right, so apparently like Steve Houston recommends it. I bet he doesn't even do good artwork. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Oh my God. All right, it's amazing. Damn it.
So it's really common to have certain skills that you need to work on, but you're avoiding. I've done that so many times and then come up with all these justifications for why I don't need to do it. Now, just to clarify, there are also skills that you genuinely don't need to work on. Like sometimes I think there's this idea that we need to be good at everything as artists. And you'll see someone like Nathan Fowkes who just seems to be able to do it all, like landscapes, portraits, figures, do it in charcoal, do it in gouache, do it digital. But we don't need to be good at absolutely everything. Let's think about the type of artwork we most want to create. Think about the thing that our heart goes to the most. Draw a straight line towards it. What are the skills on that straight line? Those are the things that we're going to focus on. And maybe there's something like painting landscapes in oil that we kind of want to do, but if it's not on that straight line, it's not going to be our focus. But the things that are on that line, we do have to work on. And maybe you've been avoiding one of them. Have you been avoiding one of them?
Okay, I'm going to give it a go. I have to. Oh, but it just makes zero sense. Like, how on earth do you go from this organic form to these boxes and crap? I just can't see that at all. I'm lost already.
So at this stage, despair sets in because you know that you need to work on this thing, but it's so unfamiliar. Like you see these expert examples, they talk about it like it's obvious, but when you look at it, it's like words in a foreign language. Just makes no sense.
Okay, I kind of get this now. It's pretty straightforward actually. You have to cut through a lot of detail and organic curves and stuff. Just find the basic planes underneath. What was I worried about?
Most art skills aren't that complicated. So after a little bit of study, things click into place. Like maybe it's probably when after you watch the Love Life Drawing video about the topic, it all kind of clicks into place. And so your brain has progressed, and then your eyes kind of progress because now you can see it in other people's artwork or in the demo. It makes sense as you watch it. But the problem is, you think, oh, I kind of get this, but then you go to do it, and it's like you've learned nothing. Like the skill level hasn't changed at all, just the understanding has.
Okay, so put a circular shape here, and then another here. Connect with straight lines. That worked. I did it. My mum was right about me. I am a special talent.
So now when you're watching the step-by-step demonstration and you follow along exactly, you can actually do it kind of successfully, and it looks a bit rougher, it's not as pretty, but you kind of made it work. So things are feeling hopeful.
So now I'm going to do it myself. I'll take this reference and I'm going to find the box in the torso. What? Where is it? Oh, I'm just as lost as I was before I even watched the tutorial. My brother was right about me. I'm a total idiot.
So those hopes that we built up in the last stage get dashed at this stage. Because what happens is, at least for me, I know what I'm supposed to do. I've actually done it while following the step-by-step demo. But when I go to do it myself, I can't do it. But it's not just that I can't do it. It's like I've learned nothing. It's like I haven't progressed whatsoever. What I'm doing is exactly as good as it was before I even started studying. And it's like, this is a risky stage because this is when you can start to think there's something wrong with me. Like I cannot do this.
All right. Failure number 64. Let's go to attempt number 65. Wait a minute. Hey, that's it. I did it. I can do it now. Okay, attempt number 66. Wait, what? Fail. Attempt number 67. Failure again. I guess 65 was a total fluke.
Every time I've learned something, I've had this moment where I just keep trying and trying and trying, and then one of the attempts actually works out. And then I try it again and it doesn't work, and I try it again and it doesn't work. And I go, that was a total fluke. If you do something a million times, a wrong clock is right twice a day, that's all that was. But really it was actually always a sign of progress. So this is another dangerous stage. So at this point, you've got to a place where when all the variables are just right, you can kind of make it work. Like maybe it's a certain type of pose, the setup is exactly like the tutorial you watched or the demo that you watched. And so things are kind of working when everything is just right. And what I find happens is I just keep doing the same thing over and over again because I'm getting a little bit of success there. And as soon as I change it, then I fail. So I want more success, so I just keep doing the same thing.
Sometimes you might get genuinely stuck at this stage, or any of the stages we've looked at. Find a new exercise from another book, a different tutorial, do studies from more artists. Just take a different approach to it and you'll find a way to get over that hurdle. Sometimes another teacher just says it in a way that really makes sense to you. You can come to our really friendly and supportive community and ask people how they got through this. And very often it's going to be about changing what you're doing. Wait, what? That was magic. What happened? I just did it intuitively. The variables were different. It feels like some sort of muscle memory took over. I wasn't analyzing everything about it. My brain, my eye, and my arm, they just worked together. That was cool.
So at this stage with this skill, you have these moments where it's like it works like magic, like intuitively, very inconsistently, but now and then you're just doing it, and the variables can change, and you're not following a step-by-step cookie-cutter process anymore. You're doing it based on instinct and intuitive understanding, and it feels like something's different, and it's cool. So this is a really amazing moment because basically you start to be able to do it intuitively and consistently. And it's like you couldn't do it before. You had no understanding of it, and now you can. So there's this huge swell of confidence because it's like, if I learn this, I can learn all these other things too, probably. And it's fun. That's the main thing. It's so fun to be able to do this thing that you couldn't do before.
All right, well, I can do that now. Oh my God, look at this artist. Her paintings are amazing. Oh, I wish I had her skills.
So then comes step 10, right? Very soon after kind of figuring out this skill, I just take it for granted. Oh, of course I can do that. I want that now. I want that. Look at those paintings that other person can do or whatever. I want to be as good as them. What do they have that I don't? And then I go through all these stages of learning again. So what a great skill it would be to give yourself credit for all the things that you've learned, for how far you've come from where you started from. Not just thinking about what you lack, but thinking about all the things that you have gained. And then when you dive into the next learning phase for the next skill, having faith in yourself because you know that you've gone through this process before, and then all these ups and downs, you know that they're coming, you know they're a normal part of the process, and maybe even you can enjoy them. Even those difficult frustrations, it's part of this beautiful learning process. Wouldn't that be great? So, if you ever figure out how to do that, just let me know. Let me know in the comments.
So guess what you can access for free right now? So our community area has 3 really cool things in it for you. So a reference library with the highest quality references and poses with a timer function. We recently added some low angle poses and some dynamic poses, which are really cool. Our Fresh Eyes Challenge, which has accelerated so many people's figure drawing skills. Don't miss out on it. And best of all, the community, which has so many other like-minded people to share drawings with, encourage and be encouraged and ask questions. So go and check it out. The link is below. Now, the best video I've made about dealing with all these ups and downs mentally is this one on the screen. So check it out and I'll see you over there.